Welcome to Roman Vindolanda, a simulation made possible by the software of medieval engineers. Today we're going to take a quick tour through the heart of Roman Vindolanda, the headquarters building, or Principia, located right in the center of the fort. We're standing on the Via Praetoria, the main road from the north gate, dead-ending at the gateway to the headquarters itself. To orient, you can see the west gate and the road in front of it. Behind us is the Via Praetoria with the north gate. To the east is the commander's two-story house. To the west we have the granary and the storehouse. And then right in the center is the Principia, the headquarters building. Let's take a walk inside. The Principia was excavated in the 1930s by Professor Eric Burley. Unfortunately, the records of the excavation were lost during World War II, so we can no longer say for certain what were in each of the rooms, though we can make educated guesses. The two front wings of the headquarters building appear to have been open-air verandas, possibly a space for shopkeepers or maybe for announcements. Beyond that, a room to the west and a room to the east were almost certainly storehouses of arms and armaments for the regiment. Beyond these two rooms, we enter a large open-air courtyard, walled on all sides. At many forts along Hadrian's Wall, these walls would have been made of columns and porticos to give it a Mediterranean feel. That doesn't appear to have been the case here at Vindolanda. I've given the western range an area for target practice. In the eastern range, a well was discovered in the 1930s excavation. Professor Burley even pulled up a perfectly intact celery stalk from 20 feet down the well when he dug it. Passing through the doors at the south of the courtyard, you enter the heart of the headquarters itself, the Cross Hall. Right in front of you, you'd be greeted by a monumental open space called the Shrine of the Standards, or the Regimental Shrine. It's where the regiment's standards would be kept, as well as a statue of the reigning emperor. The most sacred spot in the fort, it was guarded 24/7. At Vindolanda, as at many forts along Hadrian's Wall, behind the shrine was a sunken strong room where valuables and the most precious items of the unit could be stored. Clearly one of the strongest and safest and most sacred spots of any fort. The far west of the Cross Hall was a large raised platform, or dais, where the regimental commander could stand and address the whole host of troops on special occasions. This tradition seemed to have lasted into the Dark Ages, when the building had turned into something like an Anglo-Saxon mead hall, where perhaps the chieftain addressed his own warriors. The remainder of the rooms along the southern range of the Cross Hall dealt with the bureaucracy of running a Roman fort. The two office spaces to the west were likely administrative areas. The two spaces to the east probably had to do with soldiers' pay. All in all, the Cross Hall and the headquarters taken as a whole would have been constantly lively, bustling places. Vindolanda's Principia was, figuratively and literally, the very heart of this Roman fort.